Ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans watching around the world, welcome to an incredible night of boxing action. Live from Atlanta, Georgia, the atmosphere is electric and the anticipation is through the roof. It's showtime. First, let's introduce the challenger fighting out of the blue corner tonight. Wearing white trunks with yellow and silver trim, this young star from Baltimore now represents his adopted home of Atlanta, Georgia. He weighed in at 139 3/4 pounds and brings an incredible professional record into the ring. 24 wins, 0 losses, with 23 knockouts. He is already a two-division world champion and is chasing history tonight as he looks to claim a world title in a third weight class. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the hard-hitting and undefeated WBA super featherweight and WBA lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta "Tank" Davis. But the excitement doesn't stop there. For fans watching around the world on Netflix and everyone joining us live tonight, the question is simple. Are you ready to witness history? Let's meet the next fighter stepping into the ring. Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing silver and chrome trunks, he stands 6 feet 1 inch tall and weighed in at 227.2 pounds. His professional record is nearly perfect with 10 victories and just 1 defeat, including 7 knockouts. He fights out of Dorado, Puerto Rico by way of Cleveland, Ohio, and he is one of the most talked about figures in modern boxing. He's more than just a fighter. He's a social media phenomenon, an entrepreneur, a promoter, and a man who helped bridge the gap between internet fame and professional boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the self-proclaimed problem child of boxing, Jake Paul. Tonight, the stakes could not be higher. This fight is about more than just titles. It's about pride, reputation, and proving who truly belongs at the top of the boxing world. Jake Paul steps forward cautiously, measuring the distance between him and his opponent. Across the ring, Gervonta Davis looks calm and confident. The fight begins with careful movement from both men. Jake uses his size advantage, extending his reach and trying to control the distance. But Tank Davis is known for his patience. He waits. He studies. He looks for openings. Then suddenly, a sharp punch lands from Davis. The crowd erupts. Jake responds quickly, throwing a powerful overhand right that whistles past Davis's guard. More than 16,000 fans in attendance are now on their feet as the action heats up. Davis attacks the body with a crushing right hand. Jake fires back again, showing confidence and refusing to back down. The tension inside the arena is unbelievable. But then, everything changes. A combination lands clean. The referee steps in. The fight is over. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by technical knockout, still undefeated and now a 3-division world champion, the new WBA super lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta "Tank" Davis. The boxing world erupts with reactions. But the bigger story surrounding this fight goes far beyond just one night. This matchup between Jake Paul and Gervonta "Tank" Davis represents something bigger, a clash between two completely different worlds. On one side, you have Jake Paul, the YouTube superstar who turned himself into a legitimate boxing attraction. On the other side, you have Tank Davis, one of the most dangerous knockout artists in the sport today. This wasn't just another fight. It was a collision of fame, skill, power, and global fan bases. Jake Paul built his boxing career in a way nobody had seen before. What started as internet entertainment slowly turned into serious competition. Fight by fight, Jake proved that he wasn't just there for views and attention. He knocked out former champions like Tyron Woodley and defeated MMA legend Anderson Silva, shocking critics who once dismissed him completely. His popularity filled arenas and attracted millions of viewers around the world. But facing Gervonta Davis is a completely different challenge. Tank Davis is known across boxing as one of the sport's most explosive fighters. He's a 3-division world champion with devastating knockout power. Every time Tank steps into the ring, fans expect violence. His punches are fast, precise, and capable of ending fights instantly. Many of his opponents never see the knockout coming. That's why this matchup created so much debate. Jake Paul had clear advantages in size and reach. Standing taller and naturally heavier, he could potentially control the distance with his jab and look for powerful shots from the outside. But boxing history shows that size doesn't always win fights. Skill, timing, and experience often decide everything. And Tank Davis has all three. The build-up to the fight was intense. Press conferences quickly turned into heated exchanges. Jake talked confidently, promising to shock the world. Tank stayed calm but made it clear that he believed Jake was stepping into deep waters. Fans flooded social media with predictions. Some believed Jake's power and size could create the biggest upset in boxing history. Others believed Tank's skill and knockout ability would end the fight quickly. Meanwhile, both fighters prepared in intense training camps. Jake Paul worked on improving his defense, conditioning, and footwork. Reports from his camp suggested he trained harder than ever before, pushing himself with elite sparring partners and endless conditioning drills. At the same time, Tank Davis focused on perfecting his deadly counters. Watching footage. Studying Jake's habits. Waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Because in boxing, one mistake can change everything. Tank's strategy was clear: patience. He wanted Jake to feel confident, to believe he was controlling the fight. Then, when Jake dropped his guard, Tank planned to unleash the kind of punch that has ended so many fights before. Jake's strategy was different. Use his size advantage. Keep the fight at long range. Land heavy right hands whenever the opportunity appeared. Because if Jake landed clean, he believed he could shock the world. By fight night, the energy inside the arena was unbelievable. Fans screamed. Cameras flashed. The tension felt almost electric. On one side stood the internet superstar trying to prove he belongs in boxing history. On the other side stood one of the most feared knockout artists in the sport. Both men entered the ring focused and ready. The referee gave the final instructions. Protect yourself at all times. They touched gloves. The bell rang. And just like that, the talk was over. Only fists, strategy, and courage remained. Jake started the fight aggressively with a strong jab. Tank moved smoothly, studying every movement like a chess player planning several moves ahead. The crowd reacted to every punch. Every moment felt